How y'all doing today? All right, so it is March. That is wild. So, how do you feel about that? We are talking about emotion versus logic. What do you think about that? It's March, all right, and we're not going to dive into it right away. So relax. We're going to this time doodle. I got a Sharpie and a pen, and of course the notepad, but we're going to have a whole entire how do you feel about segment where I'm going to be asking you, yo, we can't dive into it yet. Let me just wait before and let people have the time to join. All right. So if you do join, by the way, as always, share if you like how you feel on a scale of 1 to 10. So 10 being happy, 5 being like so-so, and then 1 being, not feeling the best. So where are you feeling today on a scale of 1 to 10? And I might have to step and be right back. So don't mind me. Be right back. Gotta have the All right, anyways, so I'm going to begin doodling. Welcome to another Depression Talks live stream. I'm going to start with the pen. Yeah, because this conversation might be a bit heavier today, so I'm just going to allow time for us to relax before we get into the thick of it. All right. What is up? Don't mind me. How are you doing? How are you doing today? Dang, we chilling out here for real, because we're going to be talking about something that might not be as chill. So I'm just trying to be relaxed as possible for everyone before we talk about this stuff. All right. And I'm a little bit excited. It's been some week, to be honest, but not just yet. I'm gonna allow everybody time to join. All right, man. I don't know about y'all, but it is March, and it feels like things are springing. You know what I'm saying? Like things. I love the changing of the seasons. I'm not sure where you all live, but where I live, I love seeing the changing of the seasons. So people change their behaviors. I mean, during the winter, if it's cold, we stay inside probably, or don't walk outside as much, right? But when it starts to get warmer, everybody starts to go outside. Everybody starts to talk to each other more, and wants to get back outdoors. At least here again. So if you live in a place that has seasons, what do you think about that? Or do you prefer to live in a tropical place? Because that has its perks too, you know. Hey, sorry, hey, non-existent. I got hype. How you doing, non-existent? Lord Mage. Hey, we, y'all. All right, we just out here. Okay, all right. So y'all too kind out here. Okay. Right now I am hoping that you're smiling, okay, and that you're feeling, honestly, that you're feeling okay, because I'm not sure how many people have asked you recently how you're doing. Like how many people have asked you, hey, how was your week? Hey, how do you feel about your mind lately? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you feel about, just the view that you've been looking at recently when you go from work and go from your day to day? How do you feel about it? Or what do you think about it? Because emotion versus logic. Like, I want to start this off, okay? Because I appreciate you, and well, hold on. Actually, I had to make sure that I give people time. So let me see. I'm going to wait until like 10 minutes, I think, so that way, I just want to make sure that obviously you can hear me clearly, that everything works, nothing freezes, and because now I think I'm getting this thing down packed, and I'm going to start with something that I feel emotionally versus logic about, even about this live stream. So in these next 2 minutes, if there is a controversial or a topic that you like to ask a question, like look at it from an emotional perspective or a logical perspective, think of 2 or 3, because that's going to be a segment in this live stream. All right. Any topic, yes, but 2 or 3. Because, man, so many things are happening. So many things are happening, all of it needs to be talked about. Hey. That was a change up. All right. Okay, so I'm not sure quite what this is, but yeah, that's just something random. No idea what that was, but yeah. Yeah, Mary Zapon. Yeah, you got it. Oh, Snappy just asked. There it is. Cool. Don't mind me. All right. So I believe, yep, cool. 10, 12. So we are right on the dot. It is time. Emotion versus logic. Eeh. Which one is more important? Which one do you think is more important? Emotion or logic? Logic or emotion? Okay. Now, the example, I'll start with myself. I feel like if I do that, then, hopefully if I embarrass myself, then it helps, Uh, so I was halfway debating not making it. I mean, part of me doesn't want to make this live stream because I know with my multimedia and artistic creative background that I know that these live streams can be higher production, right? Higher quality with lighting and moving elements and standing props and wall, art, because I've done it before in the past. So emotionally, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm just gonna have this, this boring setup. That's how I feel, right? I feel this boring, plain, old, minimal setup that nobody cares about. So why do it? Because it doesn't matter, right? But then logically, I was like, I know that I'm working hard towards goals and to be able to buy things that, curtains and all those things I just mentioned. Words are more important than props, So here we are. Logically, I chose to do this and live stream, even though I emotionally felt nervous to. Yeah, and but that was my emotion versus logic battle with just this particular situation. What are your thoughts on your own emotion versus logic? Which one do you think is more important? All right, so let me see what you had to say here. Feels impossible to say. Let's see here. This is an interesting question. I honestly wondered that myself somewhat. Okay. Why you didn't like the stream? Because I think I get more with logic. Ooh. Both, I guess. See, okay, so Lord Mage says logic. Marzipan says, so I'd start this music back. Excuse me. So Marzipan says both. Don't Mind Me says, I think logic is more important in a professional setting at least. Interesting. Oh, snap. Oh, Ooh, snap. Justin Bennett. What's up? Whoa, yo, what's up, man? I hope that you're doing well, yo. Turbo Beats. Okay, so continue pushing forward, creating your own path at your own pace. Both logic and emotion are needed. See, continue pushing forward, creating your own path. Yeah, that's very true. Yeah, you have to go at your own pace. Everybody's pace is different. Oh, but that also would apply to my production and everything I just mentioned as well. So, and to anybody's dreams and goals. Like, if you are trying to achieve anything and feel better and smile more, everybody's not going to smile more at the same pace, So I definitely feel that. It's really cool to see, bro. So, let's kind of see both. That is the conflict. But the question was, which is more important? So I see that there was a few of you, I believe it was Don't Mind Me, that said, logic. And while I share these few examples, I want you to think of one or two that you kind of have, had conflict about. Should I approach this emotionally or should I approach this logically? Which one do you think helps you take action? When you're on the fence, not knowing whether you want to do something or not, when it's all said and done, right? Which one leads you to moving and doing something or nothing? I was with that lecture. Yeah, all right. I'd be asking a lot of questions instead of just sharing my own thoughts. Maybe I should. I just love the way that you share your stuff. It's really awesome. Okay, so some of the topics, my fault, of emotion versus logic is like comedians. Some people, they had to always constantly write in a way to be understood, to make a laugh, right? Make you smile. I'm not a comedian, but this is just from what I've watched and seen throughout, years of appreciating comedians and what they do, to be honest. They constantly had to challenge pulling people's emotions, challenging their logic, challenging the way they think. And that's scary. I think it could be scary to push boundaries and not know all the time if everyone will understand. So, comedians, I think of, Matt Rife, I think of Dave Chappelle, Kevin Hart, Cat Williams, I think of Tiffany Haddish, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden the music industry, right? People, oh my gosh, there's a lot of things on social media, which is another topic, talking about practices and rituals and motivational music as well, but violence. Should we be looking at this from an emotional perspective or a logical perspective? Which one is going to help? In my opinion, I think the question that would be helpful is which one is more beneficial to help more people feel better and be healthier? So is that the answer, or emotionally, or both? I keep on hearing people say both. But if we say both, who's right, who's wrong? See, I don't want to go there yet. See, I can't get there yet. Music, gotta get the music back on, cause we can't go there. Okay. Agree. Emotion will drive you, and logic will keep you grounded. Hey, yo, right on, Lil Narm. Right here, man. Hey, yo, for real. It's a hard choice. It's interesting. So emotion will drive you, and logic will keep you grounded from making non-practical decisions. It's so interesting. Hopefully our society or people or cultures, communication, stigmas, hopefully we've come to a point then, if it's true, Justin, that everyone experiences emotions and everyone needs to work through understanding how their emotions are and their own emotions? Or shall I even go as far as to say people should actually care about what other people feel and think? Since both are important? Because I don't want to think just my emotions and thought are more important than yours, or someone else's is not important. Emotion versus logic. There's a lot of positive things happening, but there's some not so positive things happening. But a lot of it comes from lack of communication. being scared to talk to people, fear of sharing your emotions, being vulnerable. Equally important, can't have an understanding without both. I don't equally important. Empathy. Okay, so equally important. I recently did a poll on this. I asked you, DT Nation. I did. Okay. All right. I did. And it wasn't equal. No, I mean that doesn't mean that that doesn't make things fact. Okay, it doesn't make things, If I walked on the street though, if I asked people, and I just wonder how many people would say logic or emotion or both. Maybe I should try to do the poll again and say which do you think is more important? Logic, emotion, or both? That probably would have been better. Hey, right on. Hey, yo, we chilling out here, non-existent. I was supposed to be doodling, but talking to y'all always is a great time. So, Marzipan says, I'm a very emotional person, and logic definitely helps me to kind of decide which action I should take. Well, I guess it depends on the situation. See, and that makes sense. That makes sense to me. I'm not sure what situations. I know that everyone is going through a situation right now in their life. So I think everyone is addressing their personal situations differently. But there are situations that all of us, or when I say all of us, who am I talking about? Are you in a situation right now that you're facing that you want to get through? If I ask that question to everybody, I don't know what person wouldn't say no. I mean, it doesn't mean they're in a bad situation, but everyone is facing their life. Is that making sense? Same as Brock. I got you. Can you see the hearts, Emil? Hey, so hold on. So that's actually like happening. Yo, I can see them. I didn't know. To be real, if that was like something going on with my screen or not. I promise. So, dang, right on, y'all. That's dope. Hey, right on. I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, YouTube definitely changes. All right, it definitely changes. Okay, so I appreciate you pointing that out. You have to take into account all factors. People, attention spans, patience, allowing people time to look at all factors. That's getting shortened and shortened and shortened. Like, context is getting shortened and shortened and shortened. People, but I don't know, long form content, right, is starting to become more popular, but then there's still this balance of short form content, 5 seconds, 30 seconds. People take snippets out of podcast and label the entire character of a person based upon that. So this is where the question in my mind constantly, even before just recently, but just emotion versus logic, my journey with this, the definitions of understanding this and how I emotionally react and how I logically respond to situations. I think about these things. I try to recognize, things that repeat patterns in my life, because with GAD, so I wonder how many of you are currently just like living and you try to understand how you think and how you process things mentally. I didn't always know logically that my mind constantly talked, like I can't stop thinking ever, in a sense. So in the past, it just felt like my head hurt, right? And I constantly was just thinking. So if somebody was explaining how they felt to me, I didn't know if I was overreacting or not. Emotionally, I cared so much. I cared so much, so much empathy. But it's like I can't really explain it. I'm trying to explain it, but I'm struggling trying to. So imagine talking with someone that shows no emotion, just logic. Do you feel they would understand? Would you feel they care? Ah, that's a great question. That is a great question. No. Like, I wouldn't feel that exactly. I wanted to show care so much that I was logically trying to make sure I did it. And that cycle repeated, right? But now that I'm older and I've worked on a lot on healthy coping and breathing and continuously do it daily, it's helped me just be patient, breathe, know that I'm not going to be able to speak perfectly every sentence and every word I say. Know that I do care about you even though I don't know you, and even though emotionally that might not make sense and logically that seems impossible because I'm, it's true though. It's the truth. I feel like let me drink some little bit of water. There you go. My mouth is a little dry. Yeah, excuse me. Yeah, that's right. I remember recently, like, yo, if I don't drink water, then my mouth will be dry and I can't even enunciate my words properly. So that bothers me. All right. But he doesn't care my anger or my needs because he's stressed, so I stop bothering. If you have a piece of paper and a crayon or a Sharpie or a pen, here is a challenge, okay? I'm going to doodle an emotion that I'm feeling and a logical thing that I'm thinking about. I want to see the difference. Join me? It'd be cool if I can add you to these live streams, like videos, but I still haven't figured that out yet. I'm going to be doing these live streams pretty much my whole life, creating content. I love art, so I'm only going to want to improve, like Justin Bennett said, at my own pace. All right. An emotion. See, I already know which one. Messed up. It started all right, and then I don't know what just happened. It's March. Oh, okay, all right. All right, so this is let's see. I'm trying to do it right. am pumped. All right, so this is logic and emotion. This is my doodle. Did you doodle? Can I see it? All right, so. All right, so this is the one. I'm trying to hold this thing. This is emotion. Ah, no, it keeps getting blurry. I can't do it. All right, that's emotion. This is logic. I made a mistake right there, and logically I was able to see that. And emotionally, even though it all comes together as something, it ends up being, you know, my emotions are all over the place right now. Not negatively, but calmly, excitedly, nervously. So many emotions. But logically, that was supposed to be a perfect shape, and it wasn't. So there was a mistake. That was my my doodle. Yeah. So logic versus emotion. Politics. You know, religion. You know, what is looked at as success. I tried to make a video this morning. It was for Sum 41 pieces. And it was not successful. My technology, I did not do it successfully. So, success, what's right and what's wrong, the next steps you should take in your life. It's a constant tug of war, yeah, between emotion and logic. During this time of depression talks, of this journey, because everyone that you're here right now, like Don't Mind Me, Justin Bennett, Non-Existent, Lord Mage, like Mary Zapan, you're chilling. All of you are here right now, and you've been here for a minute. Do you think during this time you now have focused more on your mental health? You think more about how you think throughout this time in your life? Everybody's pace is different. Or do you think currently similarly to 3 years ago, to 5 years ago, to 7 years ago? And emotionally, are you the same? Do you feel the same emotions? Do you process your emotions the same way? Hey. Wait, since it's my fault for not having it at the worst time. Alright, oh, got you. It's my fault for having it at the first time. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. If I'm hearing you correctly, you're saying that your mental health is, you feel sometimes it can interfere with situations that you feel it shouldn't. Mary Zapan says, I honestly don't know anymore. I'm tired of my own brain. It's hurting me. Whoa. That is quite a strong. Yeah. That's being 100. Yeah, it's like in those situations, what do you do? You know, do you when you wake up? I mean, what do you focus on? Yeah, it's tough. All right. Yeah, from so far from what's been said, even though there could, maybe there's not anymore. Everyone knows that everyone deals with emotions. Men and women, they both do. Logically, everyone thinks differently. So where do we come together? Hmm. I think something is really cool. If you are struggling with your mental health, it's not, I don't think that mental health is something that stays the same in our life ever. It constantly changes. It goes up and down. Like right now, I feel so relaxed talking to you about mental health, about emotion and logic. And I know this is a conversation that I actually probably couldn't talk to a stranger in the street about. A lot of people, I'd really have to try to get somebody's attention. Hey, hey, would you like to talk about emotion and logic? Hey, what do you think about emotion and logic? It really does throw people off. So, but I've recently had conversations that um, you really have to look for places where you can have those conversations. Depression Talks, DT Nation, I appreciate y'all. Art communities, anime, alt rock, man, dancing. I feel like so many people are more similar than a lot of people might think. That's all I'm really just emotion versus logic. See, I wonder, but non existent, why is that weird? You know, if somebody's showing care to a stranger in the street, that should not be a weird action. Hey, how you doing? Good. How are you? Doing well, doing well. Cause you know how I be making these videos sometimes, and I just imagining if I had like a script, right? And then I'm doing well. So, because I've asked people at Subway, I've asked people in lines before, have you been able to smile for you lately? What does the word happy mean to you? Uh, um, la palabra feliz, ¿qué significa a ti? Like, me gusta hablar a muchas personas en Estados Unidos, todo el mundo. I want to learn, you know, all languages. I think it's como dice, um, like me apon, like that's Haitian Creole. Like I'm trying to konnichiwa. Um, I just I'm trying to learn Japanese, like every single language, be bilingual because we're not different, y'all. We're not so different. We're not. We really aren't. Hey, look at Tony Pink. That is a powerful, powerful, powerful statement. I've noticed my mental health gradually improving as I get older. I'm learning to have much more compassion for myself. And logic helps with that. Man, man, for real, yo. Yeah, yeah, I feel that. See, it's like so the word both. Yeah, so the word both. Right now, just so you know, I'm gonna just have to say it out loud. If I don't, then I'm gonna keep on thinking it. It's gonna cause me to keep pausing. I'm not sure why my mouth has such a lisp. I hope that I'm not, like like I've been chewing some food that kind of like scratched my mouth. So hopefully, it just feels better because yeah, it's not comfortable. All right, so now you know. But when you kept on saying both are important. It felt like, why is both important though? Why? And it comes down to the situation. But logically, if you are mentally noticing you're feeling better more often, it'd be important to know why you're feeling better. Why? What am I doing that's causing me to feel better more days recently? Am I going to bed earlier? Now I'm logically thinking about why I'm feeling better. So Tony Pink, that made complete sense. Okay. All right. Yeah, man, I'm hype. Hype up in this piece. I gotta do something else or something, because I feel like dancing. DT Nation, man. Dang, we really are getting through this thing called life. One day at a time. There's so much content. Oh, I'm so excited to share. But I'm still training. I'm still getting stronger. So I'm just like, I can't overwork my body. But a lot of mental health content. But logically, gotta be healthy, y'all. Okay. All right. Wow. Man. No. Hey, Lil Narm. See, you are the reason why. Like, what you just said is why. That was very motivating just to read that. I'm not sure if you know this or not, but at the beginning of this live stream, I said I was halfway debating not just doing this because I was feeling a certain way about my mind, about my body, right? I'm fatigued about the background, not having quality and production, so I'm boring, you know. But that is such 100 right there. It goes back to, I think people just want to be heard and seen. I do believe in this. I don't believe that many people like to feel undervalued, unappreciated, or overlooked. Anyone. I mean, like, so what are you trying to fight for? How can I help you? That's what I'm here for. I see that you exist. I mean, look, you're sharing what you're sharing, and I want to read. But if we don't talk to each other, then I won't even know what you're fighting for, and I won't even know how to help you. And that actually does bother me. And that's me though. See, and I know that's what makes me me. I care about a person who's a stranger on the street. because they're probably facing a situation or they're fighting for something or fighting to get through something. I was actually lecture, I'm mad or uncomfortable because you don't want to hear what you want to hear. Some of it is true, but there are things that should be left unsaid. Yes. Yes, I don't know. I don't know if there's art. That's interesting. There are some things that should be left unsaid. I personally like to know where people stand. So say exactly how you think and feel to me, because if you don't, that's okay. I have every right to understand if you're telling me everything or not. Everyone has that right. Everyone. People don't like to be lied to or be told empty promises. So everyone has to be able to gauge and judge, see, that's the word, judge, how they should move. If you don't judge, this goes down to emotion and logic. If you don't judge, how do you know if you are in a bad environment or a toxic environment? If you don't judge, how do you know if a book is a better choice to read than the movie or vice versa? If you don't judge, like, man. Yeah. I want people to say exactly how to feel to me, okay? You tell me every word. You can, people are, cuss, cry, be mad, be happy, be sad, be livid, bro. Like for real. Like, I don't care. Don't, hey, you can, hey, I know how to protect myself. You know what I'm saying? So if you gotta say something, say it, because I care about what you have to say, you know? Yeah, man. Now, I will say this. Tony said it first, like, you went through, right? You know, you're still growing, but you feel as though by learning how to have more compassion for yourself, right? You're able to improve your mental health, but that's supported with your logic. Excuse me. So, don't allow. See, look, sorry, somebody just tried. Anyways, by doing that, see, somebody just tried to, like, apparently hack into my Apple password or something, so that threw me off. But by trying, yeah, it takes time to be able to improve your mental health through your life. It's not something that is just instantly figured out like this. I did not feel this way 15 years ago. I did not feel this way 10 years ago. I had to figure it out right then, right there. I had to know exactly how my mind thinks. I had to know why people are behaving the way that they're behaving towards me. I had to know exactly what I'm seeing and make sense of it, and make sense of myself. Like, all of it. Yourself, the internal and external, all of it. And it takes time. And it takes work. Introspection. Looking at the mirror. If you don't talk to yourself, if you don't learn yourself, man, me personally, you start looking and being like, who the heck is this person in the mirror? I don't even recognize you. And I think that we go through that in our life repeatedly sometimes. That's growth, and it's painful. And it's awesome. You know? All right. Hey, all right, non-existent. Get some rest. I forgot. It might be yes. Please get some rest. Yes. I'm always a fan of rest. All right. Okay. Oh. Okay. Although I feel horrible doing it, but anything for self-care, I agree with what you're saying, Emmanuel. And right on, right on, right on. If you don't agree with me, that's what I'm talking about. If you also don't agree with me, I want to know that because that helps me grow. Man. All right. Okay, so I forgot who said this, and my apologies, but I think it was Justin. Justin said, what if you talk to somebody that had zero emotion and all logic? Would you feel like they care? Well, what if I had talked to somebody that had all emotion and no logic? Would I feel like they're emotionally, like how would I feel? How would you feel if you talked to somebody that was all emotion and no logic? How would you feel? I'm serious. No, I might have to type. How would you feel if you talked to somebody that was all emotion and no logic? Oh, empathy. I'm really sorry to hear that. Empathy is very important. Dang. Don't mind me. Hey, that is such a cool tag. Just so you know, they'll probably get mad at me for not showing enough emotion. Mm. RG, welcome to the live stream, yo. Whoa, let me read that. I agree. Love yourself and do what you want to do. Talk to someone positive. People could be mean and full of hate. Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. It's up to us to find the people that are positive and to still show love to the people that are full of hate. I try my best because there are people that have hate or anger. I still be thinking that they're just hurting, y'all. I'll be like, man, they must be hurting really bad. They must be going through something tough, or like, man, like to be hating that much and not even to know a person. I'm like, yo, you must really, really be going through it. And this helped me. Those people that are full of hate, or those people that show hate to others, I forgot. I mean, I wish I could remember who told me this, but if they treat you that way, it most likely might mean they treat others that way too. That either are in your same situation, might look like you, sound like you, or they just treat people like that in general. So it's not something to be taken like so personally sometimes if people are showing you hate. especially if you're showing them love. I mean, it's like, yo, I love you. Are you okay today? I can't stand you. Why are you smiling? I'm like, I just hope that you're doing okay. Like, what? You don't know me. You don't know me. I'm like, yo, you're right. I don't. That's why I'm confused. Oh my gosh. My fault. I think that person might be really emotional in that moment and not be thinking, look, as logically. It'd be frustrating me so much. So much. Okay. Calm down. All right. We all have people. We all go through things. We all have life. We all have moments. I get that. But in my life, I figured out that over time, I can't keep on saying that all this stuff is just people going through moments. It's happening too often for everybody to be having a moment every day. Yeah. All right. Yo, hold on. First of all, I like your profile picture, and I like your name. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, so hey brother, glad to see you're still making YouTube content. Yo, yo. Sorry, I'm really excited right now because this is an important conversation, and I appreciate you talking and sharing. So let me calm down. Such a kind-hearted fella. Personally, I've had to learn that going through life logically leads to better feelings in the end. Going through life logically leads to better feelings. Going through life logically leads to better feelings in the end. So that's, yep. In the future, we'll see, but I had this concept called 50.1, and it's 50.1 logic and then 49.9 emotion, right? And that's something that I've created. I created like this structure behind this understanding of my own. This is my own personal mental health and emotional health that I've also shared with others, and it's helped them. But this is a lot of where my words come from on my body, right? In my mind, okay? So to hear that HN Shin, I want to say that right because I really like this. I've definitely learned that having that just a bit more logic, it helps me make the right emotional decision when I don't even feel like making it. So more often, okay, not 100%, but definitely it's increased the older I've become. My mind right now is thinking about how I can make these live streams better. See, it doesn't stop. Every second, my mind is saying a word, and I'm thinking about either something I'm seeing or just thinking about. Every second. It's crazy. But I'm learning every second also because of that. So. If y'all were here right now, I probably would not be talking this much. I would just be wanting to listen to what you're saying and go bowling together, But that's why I love reading what you have to say. Logic. Yeah, that shows it. That shows that logic is the leader. Emotions are also important and should be processed. I think that's what it is. Emotions should be logically processed for the final decision. So you can either use this information that we all collected together during this time together to have this new understanding, because I do for my own mental health now. I'm like, you know what? I'm definitely feel a bit more confident in understanding that I might emotionally go through moments, but if I can just remember to logically become grounded again in that logic, I can process this that I'm going through and continue to move forward logically. Okay? It doesn't mean, hey, I would write it, hey, I'll be writing these things down. You know, I have notes on my phone, or I just remember these moments because they add up. We change. Tony needs to speak on it. Yo, hey, yo. Logic is leader, bet. It's a journey, y'all. It's gonna be a journey. I was like, well, I never want to leave, but I know I got to go. All right. Well, if there is another live stream topic that you'd like to share, that you like to talk about, comment down below, like right now if you like. I could write it down. You were here, you know, so if you did make it, by the way, if you did watch and you were watching the playback and you made it to this point, yo, that's wild. Okay. Because we talked about a lot of things, like Tony said. We went through a lot. We grew from this. I grew from this. It's March. Okay. So what time is it? This is where I keep my word. We are at an hour and 3 minutes. So at an hour and 7 minutes, I had to. So please share any last thoughts, things you want me to write down for next time. This is your. I'm all ears for you, man. How's your week? You know what I'm saying? For real. Hey, Jesse. I'm gonna give you a high five and everything. Welcome to Depression Talks. I'm pretty not normal, and I hope that you're cool with that. And if you're not, keep on smiling. All right. All right. Not because we should have to stop doing that, but because society is sort of built around us doing anything to move forward. I hate that there's not more free time for people like us. So following a routine is the lesser evil in my experience, because otherwise you might get left behind. Oh, yes. Yes. Very true. Routine. The more routine you have, the more structure you have, the easier it gets to build upon your own mental health and emotional health. Facts. Hey, don't mind me. Okay, that's cool. Good night, Agent. Good night. And good day. Thank you, Jesse. Man, Tony Pink, bro. Hey, yo, so I'm going to be really honest with you just for a moment. If y'all haven't checked out Tony Pink's music, first of all, check out Tony Pink's music. That's one. And then, and if, man, it would be cool to sing, you know, or do something. I'm not sure how I can do something, but to collab on something, because you're an amazing producer, bro. Keep on making music. And that's a fact. how emotions should be processed. That makes me think about live streaming during the week. You know, so that we could do two. Okay, so how? See that's how emotions should be processed. Hey, bet. All right, bet. Bet, bro. Yes, sir. Hey, y'all know I keep it 100. So, hey, Tony, right now I'm training and I'm hyped now. So, and it's gonna happen. Yes, sir. All right. All right, y'all. Is it 107? Oh, it's not 107. Yeah, I'll keep my word. I'm here for y'all. Next, like to talk about is a thing to do to make people happy and keep. Oh, it's 107. I already know it is. But I just saw RG Gold. All right. Thing to have to do to make people happy and positive. I can't write faster than second. You know what I'm saying? And keep positive. All right, last comment right here, because y'all know I never want to leave y'all. So Chili says, been watching your content since 2021. When my depression started, and you've helped me a ton in understanding life, so never stop doing what you're doing, bro. We out here, y'all. Hey, we out here, y'all. For real. Let's keep going. We got this. We got this. All right. Chili, let's get it. Let's get it, y'all. Hey, I think it's time. I'm so hyped right now to end the video. As I always say. Do you? Stay swagalicious. And keep smiling. Peace. We out here. Okay.